Stop using the last 5 section on PrizePicks to make your picks. I promise you are only going to lose money doing this, and in this video, I'm going to teach you guys why it's so wrong to look at the last 5 for your decisions on PrizePicks, and teach you what you should be doing instead that will take the last 5 and more into consideration when placing your picks. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you are probably doing this, but you should stop immediately. You're probably scrolling the popular page or any of these other categories, clicking on the last 5 game logs. Ooh, he's gone under in 5 out of the last 5 games. Must be a lock, and lock it in. And let's see, SGA. Oh, man, he's smashing this line in 4 out of the last 5. Let's lock that in as well. And you know what? Victor Wembanyama, over 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's killing that line in 5 out of the last 5. Let's lock it in a 3-man flex. Everything about that last clip made me cringe because that is about the worst way you could be playing PrizePicks if you actually want to win and make money long term. Before I get into the last 5 game logs and why you should stop looking at those, let's first get you right with what slip type you should be playing on PrizePicks to give yourself the best chance to profit long term. And I can tell you, it's not a 3-man like we just built out. Based on the payouts for each PrizePicks slip type, 3-mans are mathematically the hardest slip type to win long-term playing PrizePicks. And I hate to break it to you, but 2-mans are the second worst slip type you could be playing on PrizePicks. Let me break it down for you. Let's talk about the individual hit rate you would need on each individual prop in your slips to make money long-term in each of these slip types. We'll start with 2-mans. You would need to be right on your individual legs above 57.7% of the time in order to make money long-term playing 2-man slip types, right? For 3-mans, you need to be right 58.5+% of the time. But the 2 easiest slip types to play if you want to win money long-term playing PrizePicks are going to be your 5 and 6-man flexes. And that's because on 5 and 6-man flexes, you only need to be right 54.2+% of the time in order to be profitable playing these slip types. That's insane. It's almost a 4% difference in hit rate needed for you to be profitable long-term playing 2 and 3-mans when comparing to 5 and 6-man flexes. Sports betting is already hard enough. Why make it harder on yourself and have to be right 4% more of the time in order to just make money playing PrizePicks? So now you know you should literally only be playing 5 and 6-man flexes, and although that sounds crazy because they are harder to hit than 2 and 3-mans, it's mathematically the smartest way to go about playing PrizePicks if you actually want to make money. But now let's talk about how it doesn't make sense to follow the trends of the last 5 game log when placing your plays on PrizePicks, and what you can do differently to find plays that give yourself an edge against the books. First things first, the last 5 game logs mean absolutely nothing for the upcoming matchup. Those are against different teams, different players, different scenarios, different injuries, etc. Can you technically take it into consideration? Sure, but that doesn't paint the entire picture for this new upcoming match for today. Oh yeah, and if you're looking up matchups, home versus away splits, or that LeBron James has gone over 20.5 points every time he's played the Kings since 2008, you are also doing it wrong. But you know what does take into consideration everything that you think you know about sports or can look up about any single player prop? The sportsbooks. They have multi-million-dollar algorithms and models taking all of this into consideration, like last 5, last 10, matchups, injuries, weather, etc. And then they will go ahead and bake that into their odds and projections they are giving these player props. And just like that, without having to do any other extra research, the full picture is painted for you within the odds and projections the sportsbooks are setting. I actually used a website called Daily Grind Fantasy that helps me compare sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to PrizePicks and other DFS apps to find the best mathematical plays across the board. Daily Grind Fantasy is super clutch for pulling all of this sportsbook information into one place at one time for you to be able to quickly and efficiently scan the market, find where PrizePicks is off, and secure the best possible value before it bumps. Let's talk about this top play, Ben Simmons over 12.5 rebounds and assists, which is being recommended by the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, as you can see here. This is projected to have about a 56.6% chance to hit based on how the sportsbooks are pricing these lines and odds. As we can see here, it's at 12.5 on PrizePicks, but every single other major sportsbook that has a line for this has it bumped up to 13.5. So automatically locking this in at 12.5 on PrizePicks when the entire market says it should be 13.5 is good value. Daily Grind Fantasy does all of the math on the back end to find the true fair odds percentage these sportsbooks are giving these plays, which is also known as odds percent to hit. So remember, you're looking for 5 or 6 plays that have above a 54.2+% chance to hit. and lock them into slips together. I mean, just look at this Brook Lopez play as well. You are getting a full 1 point and rebound discount playing this on PrizePicks when compared to the rest of the market. You are getting full confidence that 4, 5, 6 other sportsbooks are agreeing this should be set lower than what PrizePicks has it at. PrizePicks is clearly off, so you would want to take advantage of that. So those were a few examples of how you can find an edge on PrizePicks when they are off on their projections comparing to the rest of the market, but oftentimes their projections can be same as the rest of the sportsbooks, but you can find an edge in the odds you are getting it at on PrizePicks compared to the sportsbooks. And now let me show you the individual odds you are getting each leg at in your 5 and 6 man PrizePicks slips, and that would be minus 119 odds for each of those legs. And we all know that PrizePicks does not change our payout whether we take the over or the under on any specific player prop. And with that being said, you are always getting minus 119 odds on your individual legs in these 5 and 6 man flexes, excluding for if you have correlation in your slip, they might adjust payouts. I have a few examples to show you, but remember, based off of last 5, last 10, everything that you can think of research-wise, these sportsbooks are baking it into these odds. They are heavily favoriting either over or under for a reason, right? They're in the business of making money off their customers, so it's in their best interest to get these lines as accurately as possible. And we can see at the very top, Devontae Smith, under 4.5 receptions, is being favored by the entire sportsbook market with average odds of minus 142. You are getting it at minus 119 in your PrizePicks 5 and 6 man flexes. And under him, Josh Hart, pretty heavily favored, over 13.5 rebounds and assists, as you can see on multiple sportsbooks, and FanDuel has even bumped this up to 14.5. Pretty clear value there as well. Long term, getting the best possible odds and payout on your plays is how you're going to be profitable. Just check this out. For just a second, let's pretend we are placing a straight bet, just one singular bet. A $100 wager at minus 119 odds would profit you $84. However, that same bet of $100 at minus 142 odds, which is what the market average is for this Devontae Smith play, would only profit you $70.42. A difference of $14 just by finding it at the best possible odds and playing it there. Finding plays just like this where you're getting the best possible odds and payout adds up. If you can find 10, 20, 30 of these every single night, it's going to work out in your favor and you will mathematically be profitable over a long sample size. But not only do you win more money, you are getting the confidence from all of those major sports books that they are saying this play has a much better chance to hit than how PrizePicks is pricing it at minus 119 odds, just based off the odds they are pricing it at. If you guys do want to check out Daily Grind Fantasy, I will leave a link down in the description below, but if you use my code DustinDGF17, you will get 25% off your very first month. Now, this tool is absolutely insane. This is Daily Grind Fantasy's AI slip generator, and what it does is it uses AI line comparing technology to scan the entire sportsbook market just as we were manually via an odds screen, but uses AI to do it way faster than you and I, and then we'll just build out full slips for you to simply tail. As you can see, it has many different DFS apps that it supports, but on PrizePicks, you can actually one-click bet this, and it will load up the slip into your PrizePicks account. All you simply do is come down here and add in the entry amount that you would like to play it for and hit submit, and it's that easy to secure the best possible value based off of line comparing and how I've been preaching this entire video. And you can see that its performance is tracked here, and it's extremely profitable, up over 2,200 units since it launched on 8/18 of 2023. If you were a $20 unit bettor, you would be up over $40,000 if you were able to tail every slip on this tool. If you do have time and you like building out your own slips, I suggest the optimizer, but if you're somebody that doesn't have much time to commit to sports betting, but you still want to be a profitable sports bettor, the AI slip generator, where you can take maybe 5 to 10 minutes out of your day and just simply tail all of the slips on the tool, it might be for you. Now, will you please stop using the last 5 on PrizePicks to make your decisions and start placing bets that have a long-term mathematical edge in your favor against PrizePicks, from line comparing the sportsbooks lines and odds back to PrizePicks to find that value, please. And remember, get them into 5 and 6 man flexes, because those are the best slip types to play on PrizePicks. But that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed or you learned something. If you did, make sure you guys leave a like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the way out as we post sports betting content like this every single week.